Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us tonight. I finally hit 1,000 subscribers, and tonight is all about you guys. I want to give back to the community, say thank you times 1,000 because I love you 3,000, and I got some cool prizes going on. So before we get there, though, I've got the most epic all-star lineup ever, guys. I'm sitting here looking at the screen, seeing all my good friends here, and I'm so excited about the party that we're about to have. So hello to everybody in the chat. We're going to run through and let everybody say hello who is here joining me now. So let's start off with Comic Spectre.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, 1,000 subscribers, dude! Congratulations! It's absolutely awesome. I'm happy that I'm here and that I can be a part of this celebration. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, brother. Thank you, man, for being here. NYC.
Yo, what up, Matt? Thanks for having me on this party last minute, and thanks for doing our Batman show last night. That was awesome and a lot of fun. Congrats to you. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. I think you're probably the third YouTube channel I subscribe to ever on comic book YouTube. Bueller, I think Bueller might have been like second, possibly. Reggie was first. So that's a power trio right there. But I really appreciate your friendship and everything we've been able to talk about the past however many months, maybe a year almost at this point. But thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun. Everybody on here is an awesome community member and someone I appreciate.
Brother, thanks, man. That means a lot to me. It really does. Got me a little emotional right there. JB, say what's up, man.
Hey, everybody. I'm just blown away to even be included in this panel. Look at this panel. This is amazing. Thanks for having me, and congratulations to Much Deserved. You are just tipping the iceberg of what's going to happen because I love your content. I love the smile. I love the family. I love the whole community that you've created and everybody on here, man. So much love to you. Thanks for having me.
JB, guys, I love this dude. He does so much for the community. We were talking about it just before we came on, but I remember when he came up with this idea, I'm like, how is he going to sustain the work? And he's still going, guys. He's so close to 1,000. So if you're watching this right now, and you are not subscribed to Discovery Bay Comics, please do it this minute, man. This guy is the man. I love him. JB, thank you for everything you do, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Yep. John, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man? Congrats. This is huge. I'm wearing the shirt you gave me, too. It's Rad Dad Night here.
Yes.
I even redid my setup a little bit just to show off for you.
I'm going to click on you, man, so we can all take a look at that beautiful background.
Epic, man.
Background.
I like that beautiful face too, though, man. Thanks for hanging out, John. I appreciate it.
It's super pumped to be here, man. This is awesome.
Sweet. All right, man. So next we got JP.
Hey guys, what's going on? I just want to say thanks to Matt for including me in this panel. I'm not sure I belong, but hey, you know,
You totally
belong. You belong.
this is all-star lineup. But and I'm going to second what are we saying about JB? Let's get Discovery Bay 22 more subs tonight if we can, and let's celebrate Matt getting to 1,000. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this ever since you told me about it. So this will be awesome.
Hey, brother, you completely 100% belong here. We love you, man. Thanks for being here for sure. All right, Metarog. What's up, Metarog?
Oh, greetings, everyone. Great to be on this illustrious panel. And Matt, you're a millennial. Who knew? Woo! And I echo what everybody else saying. Let's make this a double celebration. Let's get Discovery Bay here, and let's double the love. Let's get him up there. I don't want 10 o'clock Central. That's where I'm at. To come without JB being 1,000. But Matt, thank you so much for inviting me. I am so honored to be, part of the celebration here. Let's party. You guys are all awesome in the chat, in the panel, the best of the best.
That's awesome. Hey, where'd you get those Superman books?
I was wondering when you would notice that. Some time back, I won a contest from a balding Texan, and and there it is. There they are. They're still pristine. I read one of them, and let me tell you, I love it. And of course, apropos, 1,000 issue.
That's awesome, man. I love it. That was my second ever giveaway, and Metarog won it back in the day. That's over a year ago, man. So it's good to see those and remind me all about that. Thanks for being here, Roger. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate all you do, Roger. Man, that what you do every week, Roger? Come on, man. Did you see all those Post-its? I can't keep track of all of it. We got to give Roger some love, man. Metarog, you taking care of all of the one-stop shop for the comic contest roundup is perfect. And I appreciate it because there's a lot of work that goes into that. Sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
No, you know what? You're right. And I feel bad I didn't even mention that, Roger. Thanks for doing that, brother.
Problem. He keeps Staples in business with those.
I've heard 3M stock rises and falls depending on how many contests I put on that board.
It is sponsorship.
That's awesome, man. All right, guys. Last but not least, we got two gentlemen hanging out with us here. Comics with Bueller and Sam's Tangled Web. Guys, say what's up.
Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, I just want to say thanks for having us on, and congrats on that 1,000. That is epic.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, I'm very happy to be here with Sam. Sam's hanging out with me today, and then to add all you guys on here, which is pretty cool. And Matt, thank you so much. I think this is the first time I've been on your channel.
Yep.
And stuff, and very cool. I've been a fan of your channel from a long time ago, and when you first started. And I remember I talked to you one time, and I really liked your background, and the camera setup was really cool. And I was like, man, I was watching one of your videos, like, man, that looks really cool. I want to make sure that mine look cool as well. But congratulations on 1,000 subscribers. We all start out at 0. Every one of us start out at 0.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to find our audience. You have found your audience. All these gentlemen are finding their audience. We're all in the process of finding our audience that are out there. And you know what? Today's a good day. So thank you so much for having me on, and just glad to be here with all these fine gentlemen. We really do need the lady on here, though. Let's be honest. There's a lot of men going on right here.
I have a feeling Kate will come by to say goodnight at some point, so we'll get somebody in here.
There we go.
There you go.
Well, Bueller, man, I just want to wish you the biggest happy birthday. It's Bueller's birthday today, guys, if you didn't know. And
Happy
so,
birthday, Bueller.
Thanks, man.
Feliz cumpleaños, mi amigo.
So happy birthday to you, man. And thank you so much for the Bueller bump. That's what I heard it called earlier.
Bueller bump.
Whoever came up with that, I don't know how
I've heard that's a dictionary word for 2020. Bueller bump.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it. So, hey, which one of you is the best at running through the chat? I need someone to run through the chat for me, man, because we got a lot of people in there.
Probably John.
John.
Do it, John.
All right, you need a Jeffrey Comic-Con for that kind of thing.
Man.
Here we go. We got Chris Bartow in the chat first in the door. There was some serious tailgating, which is a term that I believe they invented, and I freaking love it. Tailgaters rule. I've been tailgater champion many times. I love it. Comics for All People, Universe X, the immortal Biggie Shaq is in here. He did like an Inception last night with Perry Comics that kind of blew my mind.
Wild.
Too funny. Let's see who else we got. Mjolnir is in. Meow Meow. Mjolnir is in here. Fury 23, JIB, Autolicious. Whoo! I survived that one. Ocean Dog, Cobra Comics. He tags me like crazy on Instagram. He is awesome.
Love
Geek
that.
Galaxy, Lil Nike. Let's see here. Who else? From Heroes to Icons in the chat. Geeky GMT, Unruly Simeon, who agrees. I agree with him. We should get rid of the term back in the day, unless you're referring to something that's at least a decade ago. So just a little throw out there for the old guys. Let's see. We got JP in the chat, but he's in here. I keep finding people from in here. Felicia is in there. The Scenes 01 is in there. Michael Sertel. Ooh, this chat is flying by.
Wow.
Russ.
There's a ton of people.
Let's see. Who did I miss?
Comic
Ocean Dog. Did I get Ocean Dog?
D's in here.
Eduardo Palacio. Let's see here.
Got about 50 people in the chat. That's awesome.
Man, it's flying by. I know that I saw Jeffrey was in the chat, so shout out to Jeffrey. Rated R is in the chat. HAQ is in the chat. My gosh. 90 Miles from Comics is in the chat. Thank you for coming by, Chad. Bob World, Sean Richards, Lindsay. Let's see. Mr. Comics 89. Man, it's still going. I'm still going. Geek Galaxy, The Art Chemist, H-Town Comics.
Wow.
My gosh, I'm gonna need my glasses at some point here. My body story. I dig that name. I'm trying to think on that one. Universe X. See here, I'm blushing on that one. I don't know what happened there. Joe 4771 Comics. Unruly Simeon, I got you. Sasquatchy Inc. That's a new one for me.
There you go.
Nice to have you in the chat, though. Thank you for coming by. Chris Barrett, always around. Chris Mefford is a new name for me. Nice to see you. Crimson Ghost Comics, and I believe Jam Sessions and Hialeah are the final two.
Wow.
Old Wolf.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Wow.
Great job.
Well done,
Yeah,
Tom.
well done.
Yeah.
We're here to celebrate the Bueller at 7 hitting 1,000. I think that's awesome, man. So it's nice to have everyone here in the chat and obviously everyone here on the panel. But a lot of hard work you put in there, Matt. So, it's your ball, man. Let's see what we can do.
Cool, brother. I appreciate it. I got to give 2 special shout outs to my friends from across the ocean. Comic Geek McD is in here. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
3 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
And Geeky GMT's from Sweden, and he's like 3 o'clock in the morning too, man. So, guys, thank you so much for waking up, setting your alarm, and getting up to be here.
Nice.
I love you both so much. Thank you, guys, and everybody else.
And I somehow missed TJ. Very sorry, TJ. I sometimes skip over the blue wrenches. That might be my bad.
Hey, TJ, what's up, man? You're not invisible to us.
The way.
And you know what, John? That was just one. Oh, look at the gray man too. Gray man, you're not invisible, gray man.
No.
I just saw you right now for the first time.
Great, man.
Thank you for being here, man. Michael Sertle, you too. Thank you so much. So, guys, check it out. I hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so stoked. All these guys that are here in the panel helped me get here. A lot of my friends since the beginning. I remember back in the day when Bueller was like below 100. It was good old days, and now look at him, 6,000 something.
Little baby.
He's gonna have.
You're a little baby.
So this is what I want to do, guys. We're gonna hang out and talk a whole bunch today while I get ready because we're having a giveaway. And so what I want to do today is I'm going to show you really quick the books that are going to be available for the giveaway. I'm going to explain it. Then I'm going to start putting it together because the only people that can win this giveaway are in the chat tonight. So that's how it's going to work, right? So first things first, guys, I just thank you for 1,000. I'm going to be having a really cool kind of a raffle gambling kind of thing going on tonight. So check it out. I'm going to get everybody that's in the chat here that has watched some of my videos and commented within the last 30 days. So I got to put that together. I've got a list of everybody that's done that. I went through my videos 3 or 4 times to make sure I had everybody covered. So if you're on that list and you are in the chat live tonight, you have a chance at winning some cool books. So let me show you guys what you can win, all right? I bought a whole bunch of these facsimile issues in 9.8s. So I've got X-Men 1, Giant Size X-Men 1, New Mutants 98, Amazing Spider-Man 252, Hulk 181, and a couple others, all slabbed 9.8, right?
Nice.
So I'm gonna throw all these up in a randomizer, and if I'm gonna randomize it, and whoever gets this book, you have an opportunity at going for double or nothing. All right. So let me show you some other books I got available. You can win Amazing Spider-Man 365, first full appearance of Spider-Man 2099. All right. You've got some pretty cool modern variants.
Oh, that's cool.
So Guardians of the Galaxy #1. This is a Perillo cover. I can see if I can get that out of the glare.
Silver Surfer and Ghost Rider.
Yeah, Silver Surfer and Cosmic Ghost Rider. We've got Amazing Spider-Man 263, first Normie. A little 9.8 right there. We've got Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme #44. I think this is the first appearance of Sidorak.
Sidorak. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
All right. And last but not least, I've got all new Wolverine #2.
Ooh.
And this is the first appearance of Gabby. So these are some books. So let me show you guys. Let's see if I can do this here real quick with the screen share. Let me see if I can do this. It might look pretty weird. You guys tell me if it looks weird if I'm doing this right.
It looks weird.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're looking at your own picture, man.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
All right, there we go.
You guys see this here?
Yeah.
So this is the
Tell
list.
yourself, so we can't take it away from you.
You can't see it. That is eligible. We got like 130 people.
Lock the camera on yourself.
Do what?
Put the camera on yourself
Let's see.
so it doesn't jump around when we talk.
All right, give me a second. Is that better?
Nope.
Sorry, guys. I'm trying something for the first time. How about that? Is that better?
A little bit to the left.
It's gonna turn into the roast of the boys red stuff.
Boy, we can't take Bueller anywhere.
Oh, man.
All right, so check this out, guys.
All right, there you go.
See the random.org?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I see
so you'll have your when I do this
They
randomly,
see it.
you could win one of these facsimile editions, or you can get a random 9/8 or a book of your choice tonight. So first place is going to get to do that, and then they're going to have a shot at double or nothing. I'm going to award first, second, and third place tonight. Cool?
Awesome.
Sweet. All right, let's get back in here. Let me stop sharing this, and there we go. All right, am I back?
No.
Yes.
There you are.
All right, sweet. Cool. So I'm throwing this list together, guys. Since we got this all-star panel, I kind of wanted to talk to you all about your comic book YouTube journey, if that's cool with everyone. So I say we start with Bueller since we went the opposite way. And Bueller and Sam, why don't you guys tell us what got you? I've heard these stories before, but I'd love everyone in the chat to hear it while I'm getting this together. What got you guys in to getting on YouTube? What was that final straw that said, hey, I could do that. I'm going to start my YouTube channel. Let's go.
I want to hear Sam's, because Sam's the one who's been around
What, 6 years, something like that?
14 years.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah. What? Yeah, I'm a Generation 1. Yeah.
Dude, how long has YouTube been around?
I don't know.
Right there, year one, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, Sam.
But I just one day I just saw this thing called YouTube, and I'm like, oh man, cool videos, and I collect comic books, and I kind of said, hey, I could jump on here and kind of review what books I'm getting and kind of show them off, and that's kind of how I started it out. So.
Wow.
Do you remember the first video and the first comics you showed?
They were like probably something like some of the Civil War books.
I like from the actual Civil War.
No.
Right off the press.
Those were comics, man.
Whatever.
But
Those are called artifacts.
I've watched like some of his original stuff from 14 years ago.
If you
Yeah.
can decipher it.
And it's like the camera quality is just awesome.
Isn't it great?
No, it's like Betamax type,
Yeah.
type going on.
It's wonderful.
But it's interesting. I'm curious to see, like, at that time, 14 years ago, obviously there's a ton of YouTubers out right now that do comic books.
Yeah.
Was there anyone that you were watching 14 years ago when you were doing it?
Not many. Not nearly. I mean,
All right.
it's grown leaps and bounds, and no, there was hardly anybody doing it.
Wow.
So.
Much respect. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's amazing, Sam.
A trailblazer, to be sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
As far as my journey or whatnot with YouTube, honestly, I was doing nothing, and I was just sitting at home waiting for every day to go by because I didn't have anything going on. I wasn't working. I was kind of, my kids got older, and I wasn't even collecting comics. And then my buddy told me about a comic shop, and I went down there and found some comics, and I was like, oh man, I used to collect these, and I really enjoyed them. And then I kind of got back into the hobby, and just a few months after that, I was like, oh, I started finding these YouTube videos about comic books, because I literally just went to YouTube and typed in comics and started seeing videos, started seeing Metarog, talking about books. And I'm trying to think, Sleepy Reader was another one I found. God, I'm there was Doctor something, Doctor Strange.
Strangelove?
Yeah, Doctor
Yeah.
Strangelove was one.
Wow.
And
Captain Strangelove?
Captain Strange. There you go. But I started finding these videos. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool, you know. And some I liked more than others, obviously. But I was like, oh, I'll give it a shot. You know, I'll just make a video. You know, I literally had an old iPad, you know, and I stacked it up on a bunch of VHS tapes, holding it up, you know, trying to make it look nice, you know, so it didn't tip over. And I pressed record, you know, and just showed some books that I thought were interesting. Honestly, if you can go back and watch those videos, I didn't know anything about those books. It was like, oh, here's this book I got, because I haven't been collecting for like 20 years.
Yeah.
I was just buying things that looked kind of cool. And so, I mean, I might have sounded like I knew what I was talking about, kind of like I do now, but I actually really don't know what I'm talking about.
Never.
And, you know, that kind of it goes to stay, and Sam will agree with me on that. But you know, after a little bit, I did a few videos, and Metarog will remember this because it's so great that he's on here, by the way, because like I said, he's one of the first people I found, and he'll remember this, but I wasn't stepping in front of the camera, you know, it was just me showing some books. And then one day I decided to do a video because I noticed some differences about how comic books has changed, and I made a video called Pet Peeves about.
Oh yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah.
And
butterflies.
Yeah, the butterfly. And that was the first video I ever did when I stepped in front of the camera. And that was going to be my last video. I was like, I'm just going to do this and I'm done. I'm not going to do it anymore. And I did that video, and people really liked it, and they kind of related to it. I got a lot of response from it and made a lot of friends. I mean, that video spawned relationship after relationship because of that video. And then from there, you know, I kind of dove head first and kind of went for it. And here we are, you know, a year or so later. And it's just been great. I've made so many great friends. Sam is like one of my best friends. I wouldn't have met him if I didn't do this. I've gotten to know John. You know, John's first video was literally a contest entry into one of my contests.
Yeah, I remember.
Look at the guy. He's like running the freaking YouTube. You know, he's everywhere. You know, and just a lot of people on here I've gotten to meet and talk with and stuff. And I've been on a lot of your channels and everything. And honestly, it's the best time of my life. And I'm really happy I decided to press record and press upload, because it really did change my life for the better. So that's kind of my journey, man. I mean, there's more details to it besides that, but basically it was the best decision I've made in my life in a long time.
You know what? It's paid off pretty well for you, man. It really has.
Yeah, I get a chicken sandwich later, so I'm pretty excited.
Metarog, what about you, man? You've been around for a while now.
Yeah, I was around. I think I started a little before Bueller did. And by the way, the upside down video you had Bueller ran, that thing was like amazing. Just
that was such a trip.
Yeah. And of course, you know, the one of the best videos I've ever seen was, I'm sorry, I'm talking about Bueller's channel there, but I wanted to tell him this, that when we urged you to get that spinner rack,
that was you.
I thought it was, I didn't know if he was gonna never come out of that house.
That's the spinner rack's sitting right there. And,
yeah.
You know, I've driven by that. I took Sam, showed him the house and everything and stuff. But here's the thing. I did some of those early videos, like the spinner rack one and the upside down video and some of the other ones. I honestly wish I would have done them now, because I think they're kind of buried under like a library of like 300 videos. And I think if they were like redone.
Bueller, I mean, season 3 just dropped, man. You could do another Stranger Things. Man. It's still relevant.
True.
So, but anyway, I just wanted to say that because, you know, those are videos that I've watched probably 3 or 4 times, those videos, but they're just, you're right. Everybody should go back and check out those first videos. They're brilliant stuff. So I knew at that point, you know, you were special. But anyway, let's get going. Kind of a similar story. I never was supposed to get on YouTube. There was a channel called Comic Quarter 410, And he one day I just stumbled upon his channel, and he was showing. He lives in Baltimore. He was showing those 30-cent variants that I have a complete set of. And he started asking questions about them, and I knew the answers because I had the complete set. And then I told him I did. He goes, "Hey, why don't you make a video and show your complete set, and so I can see them? Other people will love it." And I was like, come on, nobody wants to see all that stuff. I've had that set for 15 years.
Yeah.
And so I did it. It was super long. I had no idea what I was doing. It was like 45 minutes. Terrible, grainy picture of an old iPhone that I had. But just like Bueller said, people just, they kept commenting, and they said, "Hey, what else do you have?" I love the content, the knowledge. And so I made another video a couple weeks later, and the same thing happened. And you get sucked in, with all the love and all the comments and all the camaraderie that comes with this community. And here I am a year and a half later, and loving it. And it's like Bueller said, it opens up another realm, another world of relationships that I otherwise wouldn't have. And I'm much richer for it.
Awesome. Yeah, man, you're always like showing books that you have that you bought when you were a kid, and I'm just blown away, man. I absolutely love thinking about you as a little boy, like getting those books, and you still have them, and you never stop. Because there's a big gap between when I collect now and when I used to. That didn't happen for you, and all the books you've read and all the knowledge you've got from it, it's inspiring, man.
Well, it's 40 years of never growing up. I mean, if that makes any sense, And I hope I never do, because there's just a certain it keeps me young mentally, if not physically I'm okay, but I'm just saying it keeps me fresh, and it keeps me really wanting to continue to do things. It really inspires me to continue. And you guys, everybody in this panel and everybody in the chat, they're just so gracious with us, and definitely I don't want to disappoint them. I want to continue, just like Bueller. Top yourself, keep going, keep getting better, keep showing more things that people want to see, and it's just a great experience.
Yeah, man. Anybody following the chat? Anything we should say what's up to or point out here, guys?
It looks like Chad, 90 Miles, and Biggie are trying to do a little like slap down comedy in the chat there.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, guys, everyone in the chat, thank you for being here, guys. If you went in on this competition, start talking now. If you haven't, I'm going through the list. Almost got it done. So let me know you're in there so I can put you on this randomizer here. We're going to do that pretty soon. So, JP, tell us your story, man.
So, well, I've said parts of this, I think, like a billion times, but like I moved when I got a job out of grad school. I moved to kind of a rural area, and there are no comic shops anywhere close, like hour and a half. And so I stopped collecting, and I was out of it for like 15 years, but I kept looking for ways to like fill that void, I guess. And I got into like the Funko Pop.
Yeah.
Pop thing, Funko Pop videos on YouTube, and I would like comment and stuff, but I never got any, like, nobody ever responded, I guess.
Yeah.
And so when I found comics again, like I found pretty early on Tom's channel, Reggie, Thanatos, Bueller was kind of a little later, White Whale was a little later, but like I started finding those channels. And I started like commenting in people's chats, and RB3.
I missed that guy.
I know, I miss RB3 too. And they would like respond to me, and like people, like I would just say, "Hey everyone," and like people would be like, "Hey JP," and it was so welcoming, and like I actually felt like, maybe I should do this, because I thought about making Funko videos, and I never did it because I was like, I don't want to deal with that. And so finally, like I'd been debating whether or not to do it, and RB3 had his 12 Days of Christmas contest.
I remember that.
And like I won like 5 books, I think, during that whole thing.
Damn.
It was crazy. And like I kept winning. I felt bad. Like at the end, I was like, pick somebody else's name. I was like, I don't want to win again. I should win again. And so he sent me the books. And like I had them here, and I'm like, I'm gonna record the unboxing of what I want. And like, so I did it, and I posted, and I like, why did I do that? That was dumb. And like, and I got positive responses. People like who I'd been watching, like watched the video and gave me positive comments. So I made another video, and then I made an entry into John's and Thanatos's contest and Comic Books NYC's contest, and like they were responding to me, and I was like, okay. And then
felt a little love, huh?
Yeah, it was like I was actually getting like being welcomed, and so that's really the only reason I stayed. And you know, I remember like randomly kind of reaching out to John to say thank you for some stuff, and he volunteered to show me how to go live, and it was just like that whole
changed your life.
Yeah, that whole. I still like. I don't make other than the top 10. I don't do very many recorded videos because I hate editing myself on recorded videos. Like I much rather just go live and just do it, and it's gone and it's done, and whether I effed up or not, it's out there, and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's really how I got started. And like Bueller, there was a couple times I almost quit, but I kept getting such positive reinforcement from everybody that I just kept going.
Yep. Man, yeah, I love hanging out with you on our live shows and being a guest like last night. And man, you do great. So I'm glad you took that step. Carlos Garcia says, I think this live stream is giving me the push I need. Man, we're all here. We'll all support you and sub you. Do it.
You got it.
Good shot, Carlos.
So, John, tell us your story, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I follow all those guys. I was an Instagrammer, so that was like my thing. I was just enjoying hanging out and being on the periphery, like a lot of people. I think maybe like Carlos.
Yeah.
And then I would, Instagram somebody a message or something like Fire Guy Ryan and I would start talking, and that's how I got to know Tom a little bit on the side. And then Bueller did a contest that I thought was really, really funny. It wasn't just your normal, hey, what's your all-time favorite comic or whatever. It was, he jokingly said, hey, and tell me your music you listened to in high school. And I was like, okay, well, I have to reply to that. It's going to be freaking fun. Like, I have to do this. And that I did that video almost a year ago. It was the 14th of July. And then I didn't make a whole lot of stuff until August, but I was like watching more and thinking I can do this. Like it could be kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then JP mentioned I helped him, but it was really a pay it forward moment because attitude reflects leadership, and Bueller was a great leader. And like I remember being at a soccer game for one of my girls. And I'm on the phone with Bueller, and he's like, no, you're not going into YouTube right. Let me show you how to go through and open up the Hangouts. And he was like laying it all out for me. And now I just feel like I'm going to pay that forward anytime anybody needs that help. Like it's just, he gave that for me, and I'm sure he's done it for hundreds of other people. And if I do it for a few hundred, it just the ripple effect of that is unending. So that's how and then, my girls were enjoying watching me do it, so they wanted to do it too. So then before long, it was like it had to be and kids. I think I rebranded somewhere at the beginning of August of 2018. So I think August 4th, I was just checking recently, somewhere around August 4th, it officially became and kids or with kids. And then that's just been it's amazing how quickly you meet cool people like Matt, like the two Matts, as I call them, Thanatos and the boy who had 7. And then, of course, Alec, I met Alec pretty much right away. And then he came to me with this idea of doing a show together weekly. And then it's like, that's now like one of my all-time best friends I've met, and it's just unbelievable.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, whenever I think I need somebody that is really good to help me in the chat, hanging out at the show, being a moderator, running things, I think about you, man. So
Me, I was gonna say, I think of Sam's Tangled Web, dude. That
I think it's Sam too, right?
Yeah.
here we go, Sam.
Sam's the kind of moderator.
This is nothing.
So just to the chat really quick, Felicia Sertle says, am I the only female in the chat? I think you're only female in the house tonight.
But that just means we appreciate you more, Felicia.
That's right.
Thanks, Felicia.
We got 60 people watching, and for anyone who's watching right now, if you're not familiar with the gentleman's channels that are on this panel, Sam included, because I know his link's not there because he's.
I'll throw it up.
But please go check out their channels, and if you like what you see, subscribe and support the community. You know, John's giving away some free books. He's got a contest going on. Of course, we got the boy who had 7 who's hosting this, Matt. He's giving away some free stuff, and somebody else might have some free stuff going on. I don't know, but
Well, that's why we watch Metarog's channel so that we know who's going
Check out the roundup.
to
Roundup tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the roundup.
Yeah.
And you'll see all the contests. There are about 20 going on. So
Oh my
Well,
God.
and let me say too, like, Sam is moderator extraordinaire. It was funny because he and I were both in Joe Ryan Comics live stream the other day. Joe was going live. He hasn't done it in a while. We were just bantering around being silly. And all of a sudden he's like, oh, and by the way, I'm making these 2 guys the moderators. It seems like Sam and I, moderators extraordinaire. Now we're moderators over there too.
Yeah.
More blue wrenches than anybody between the two of you.
I collect them like Infinity Stones.
I love it. I love it.
so when you get 6, you're all powerful.
That's awesome, man. Hey, JB, Discovery Bay Comics, tell us, man, you started this more recent than a lot of us did. And look at you, almost at 1,000, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's been a whirlwind. I've had a lot of help. I'll tell you what. There's been a lot of people that have helped me get to this point. A lot of feedback from the subs, you guys. I've had conversations with most of the people on this panel and have taken your advice to heart. But I told my story. I had a midlife crisis basically. My dad passed away. I was already. I decided to go start working part-time when he passed away, and I just didn't enjoy what I was doing anymore. It was boring. And I was looking for something, and it took about, I don't know, a year and a half, 2 years to start going through my dad's stuff. But when I did, I found his comic books, which made me ask my wife, where's my comic books? What do they look like? There's a couple of these big long boxes, and I got them wrapped up in. And she's like, oh man, they're in the attic. And I was like, oh, I gotta find them. And I grabbed those. And the thing about my dad's books was I ruined a couple of them when I was young. So they were always they were off limits. I wasn't allowed to mess with them.
Yeah.
And he didn't take care of them. They were big. Dad, I love you, bro. But there was a stack of comic books right next to the stack of nudie books. He was a single father, so that was his deal. Yeah. And I wasn't allowed to be in there. So, when I finally got my hands on these comic books, I was like, wow, man, I got to find my books. Yeah. And once you find your books and you start going online, because hey, what are these? Are they worth anything? You start running into. I think the first person I found was Comics Explained, Bueller was first. It's one of those two, but you flow from Bueller into Comic Tom and economics, and then you find John's Comics with Kids and Thanatos, and you get into a live stream with Thanatos
for 3.5 hours.
That changes your life, much less his life. And when the comic community, they say that they're welcoming, it's beyond welcoming, gentlemen. I mean, I was welcomed with open arms, and it was something I needed at the time. And my wife was extremely supportive to the point that, I'm a stay-at-home dad now, messing with my channel and living the dream. So we'll see how long it goes.
Hey, did you hear Geeky? Did you see Geeky GMT's message?
No.
Yeah, right.
Hey man,
I think that's a hard no, Geeky.
He wants to be able to monetize one of these days.
No.
Hey, you know what, man? I think that's awesome that you're able to find a piece of your dad like that. I mean, that's really cool. I remember when you were in everybody's chat, you were like 20, and then people started subbing you up without having a channel.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you did it, and you're like, hey, I have this cool idea. And what do you
so
think?
the idea, yeah, so very similar to Metarog and his, the post-it notepads. The funnest part of this community for me has been the live show, being in the chat and chatting with people all over the globe.
Yeah.
Like they know you.
Yeah.
Like we're friends. Yeah. I got a whole clique in Florida. There's my, they're my boys. And I just enjoyed the hell out of it, but I couldn't keep track of when everybody was going live. So I started taking notes. And when you're in a show and at the end of this show, you're going to say, what's everybody doing? And I started taking notes. And I'm like, man, everyone's overlapping each other. Here, I wonder if I put this out, if anyone would actually maybe adjust and they have. People now actually reach out and say, hey, what's a good time slot? And well, shit, if you want to avoid going up against Bueller, which you do.
Yeah.
If you want to avoid going up against Comic Tom, then I'll give you a time slot that'll probably work better.
There you go.
So, and everyone's welcome. If you guys have seen, I'll put anybody on the show, basically, as long as the content isn't terribly vulgar. And the show has absolutely evolved. I think I'm catching my groove right now. I think the show is probably the best it's been since I've put it out. And I've got two versions. I've got a pre-recorded version. I've got a live version. And the difference between the two isn't very much because of, how the OBS is rolling. So
I like it. I like it when you do it live and you're talking to yourself.
It's awesome.
And transition.
Let's get back in the script. Let's get back on the script.
Yeah, I gotta get back on the script.
I love it.
I'll tell you what, I'd be just like what was that? Anchorman. I will read the script. If it's wrong, I'll read it.
No,
I'll read it. And I'll read it straight through, going, "Oh man, that was not even
I would
right."
say I tried to mess him up. I tried to mess him up on Saturday morning because I typed my description for my Saturday video as a message to him.
Mm-hmm.
I just had him saying like, "Congrats on hitting 1,000" or whatever. I wrote this whole paragraph, and I was like, if he just copies and pastes this,
which is what I do. I kind of go in and I'll
launch into a speech that I wrote for him, like was it Ron Burgundy all of a sudden?
Yeah.
You should have a segment titled "Avoid Going Up Against Bueller" at this
right. Now it's a double-edged sword, Bueller, because you want to avoid going up against Bueller, but you got to get Bueller in your title somehow. go into all of my videos, and all of my Bueller box openings are my highest viewed stuff. Anything that's got Bueller in the title, which brings me up to my newest point. I don't know if you got a chance here, real quick. Everyone loves these unboxing matches, right?
Yeah.
That we had, Matt, you and I had a little unboxing match.
Yes, sir.
But not everybody can accumulate some piles of books like I do and like some other people do, right?
No.
So the chat loves to vote on these book for book battles.
Yep.
And Metaphorical, who's a new channel, came to me and said, hey, everyone's loving these. We got to come up with a version that's affordable. I said, well, the only thing that's a freaking affordable is Bueller's box. And he goes, that's it. I want a new hashtag, and I will challenge anybody right now on the $10 Bueller box. Bueller box challenge right now. 10 books right now. Chat decides 10 books, 1 for 1. Who got the best Bueller box? Hashtag Bueller box challenge. It's on.
I'm going to make sure every box is exactly the same. It'd be hilarious.
Bueller box challenge. That's it.
That's awesome.
What do you guys think? Anybody in?
Love it. Love it.
Okay.
Yeah, love it.
All right.
That's my story, fellas. Who's next?
Do I get to host it again, DB?
Absolutely.
You have to, John. That's not even a question, man. I was watching it back while I was doing, getting everyone's names to see who was in the chat and who was leaving comments. And I was like, man, John is so good.
Bueller box battle. Ooh, I like that one even better.
BB,
Yeah.
way to go, Joe.
Triple B, Bueller box battle. Let's do it.
All right, NYC, what's your story, man?
Oh, is it me?
Yes,
I get a soliloquy. That's like the fanciest word used tonight. At least I walk away with that one.
You get there for sure.
So, okay, what's my story? So, I mean, all right, like, so going all the way back to when I was a kid, I always had sort of a hard time making friends. I think even maybe like when I was like 7 or 8 years old and I first started collecting like baseball and basketball cards, my true motivations were to go hang out with other kids, to, you know, trade cards and, you know, shoot the shit with the neighborhood kids, where I was growing up in Jersey. So that was kind of a helpful, I guess, pathway to have better social interaction with my peers at the time. And, you know, leading into quote unquote adulthood, like I just got busier and busier, like with, you know, adult things like jobs and careers and that kind of thing. And so I work like somewhere between 70 to 80 hours a week. And you know, I work in the music business, so a lot of my personal and professional circle comes from the music world. And believe it or not, I haven't met a ton of people that are in the music world that actually share the comic book collecting hobby. I work with maybe 2 people that have some interest. One guy that used to collect but no longer collects, and another guy that does collect but lives in Los Angeles, which is where I used to live. So it's a little bit hard taking this serious interest of mine with comic book collecting and comic book reading and interacting with, you know, the people I already know in real life. So I felt this kind of loneliness, I guess, especially in the hobby, but maybe even just general loneliness. So I started like John did, just with an Instagram account. This was like maybe a year and change ago. I created the Comic Books NYC account just on Instagram. And I would start posting some of my books. I would like other people's books that they were posting. I eventually learned how to tag people and what a comic book hashtag was and what the different days of the weeks are. And that's kind of how I got, you know, turned on to a lot of the people in the community that had YouTube channels. I didn't even know that people were doing videos on YouTube about comic collecting. I was completely foreign to me that was even happening. And it was through Instagram that I first started discovering that was taking place. And at first I just subscribed to channels and were watching their videos. I was a lurker, total lurker for a few months.
Yeah, for a long time.
I was literally afraid to say anything in a live chat. Like I would be watching the live show, but like I couldn't bring myself to like type in, "Hey, I exist." You know what I mean? For quite a bit, like several months. But one day I think I was like at home on a weekend, bagging and boarding comics, and I think it was Reggie Simmons, you know, Reggie Collects chat room where I first sort of said, "Hey, what's up, Reggie?" you know, type thing. And then I started talking to him on Instagram. So he was the first like YouTuber that I had direct communication or contact with about comic books. And I just started getting more and more comfortable from there, so much to the point where, similar to JP, you know, I had a box that I wanted to unbox, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to try doing an unboxing video, because that's like the lowest sort of effort entry level point of me getting into this. And that was October of last year. Like mid-October of last year, I did my first unboxing video. I really had no expectations. At that point, I was just hanging out in a few different people's live chats. It was Reggie, it was Bueller, it was Comic Tom, it was John, it was White Whale maybe. I might have, or maybe I had my first video by the time I got turned on to White Whale's channel, because I think Reggie was the first one to sort of say, "Hey, go check out White Whale." So I started just dabbling, I guess. And, you know, I really didn't have any specific goal in mind, because I have this really busy, professional life so I don't never really saw myself as the type of guy that's going to publish a video every single day or even every single week. That's not me. That's not my style. I'm more of like a laid back YouTuber in the comic book community. I'm going to be in more chats and commenting on more other people's videos than I am going to be doing my own videos. And that's that's just my style. Like that's my goals aren't really that lofty for my own channel, but the more I do it, the more that's changed too, because I've just enjoyed the hell out of doing it and talking to you guys, and going live especially has sort of changed my outlook on the whole platform.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I thrive in that scenario, but I really do not thrive in the pre-recorded editing situations, because it's just too much. It's just a lot of work, and it's not a skill that I really have as far as editing. Anyway, eventually, I guess I had enough subscribers, maybe like 150, 200, maybe less, I don't know, where I got the invite from John's Comics with Kids and White Whale.
True first. True first.
I'm on New Comics Book Day book club, right?
I never got the name. Like,
Yeah, and I was so excited about that, and you know, and for more context, like all my videos were faceless. It was just my camera pointed at the book for like my first 15 videos.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you know, and I was cool with that, and that was going to be the way I was going to do it. And then, unfortunately, I got extremely sick. I got extremely sick for that first time for New Comic Book Day book club, and Bueller had to fill in for me last minute. I was literally in the hospital, sick as hell, like getting IV fluids and stuff. It was crazy. So we had to reschedule. I think the book I was originally going to do on the show was Batman Who Laughs, #1, was it? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and so Bueller stepped in for me on that. Thanks again for doing that, Bueller. That was awesome of you. And then we ended up rescheduling a few weeks later for Guardians of the Galaxy #1, the Donny Cates book. So when we were sort of backstage before that show went on, I was just like, you know what, guys? Screw it. I'm going to go face. And ever since then, I've just gotten more and more comfortable in front of the camera, you know, both speaking and just, you know, showing books, whatever it may be. But more importantly than that, I've made a lot of good friends. You know, I do a regular show with JP, Gotham City Chronicles. I do a whole like separate channel with Bake the Snake, Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson, Soldier Only and Fuchsia Only, called Direct Edition Squad every Sunday. So we do a whole channel together in a weekly show. I do a show with DS Comics, who's become a good friend of mine as well. All of you guys have become friends. So it's just been really, really rewarding for me, for somebody who doesn't have much of a life outside of my career. You know, I'm kind of making fun of myself or throwing shots at myself by saying that. But honestly, I can talk to you guys about things that nobody else in my life is interested in at all. Like literally, none of my actual friends care about this stuff.
Family.
Really. Yeah. So that's, you know, that's kind of is what it is. And I just hit, you know, I'm nowhere near 1,000 subscribers. I just hit 420 subscribers today. So 420, what's up? So, thanks. And I think, you know, I'm gonna roll out a contest or whatever. But you know, I'm in no rush to do anything. I kind of just chill, and I'll let things happen as they happen.
Yeah, you got to make a hashtag 420.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that one's already made, bro.
Hey, Coffee, what about that first live stream you had?
Yeah. So that first live stream I had was not in front of the camera, and Discovery Bay JB was the first person to ever show up live to one of my live streams. So I will always remember that. Congrats, brother. I mean, congrats to you on hitting 1K. You're gonna hit 1K tonight, so we're gonna make that happen. So.
We're 17 away. 17 away. Discovery Bay. 17.
Whoa,
guys.
Discovery Bay, sub them up.
Call your friends. Tell them to sub them. Let's go.
Let's do it. You know what, NYC, man, I used to love, before I even knew you on YouTube, on Instagram, I tag you every day, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And you would always comment like, dude, that book rocks. And then you throw stuff up, and then you tag me, and we were always back and forth tagging each other, man.
Instagram was the great, like, you know, like entry point to just like, you know, ease myself into something brand new. And it really kind of made me comfortable, especially with the whole instant, you know, the DMing aspect of Instagram. It's great.
Yeah, I want to just say that, like, Kavi was one of the first people, like, I still have, like, less than 200 subscribers on Instagram or whatever, because I didn't understand Instagram. I'd never used it before I became part of this community. and I can't quickly realize it was like, I need to figure out Instagram because that's how everyone communicates. And he was one of the first people that actually reached out to me on Instagram, started DMing me, like having conversations off the air. And that's where the Gotham City Chronicles came from.
It did.
Yeah, us talking off the air. And it was, I really appreciate that too. I remember your true first appearance on New Comic Book Day, and that was awesome. And because I'd been watching you for a while at that point, but
thanks, dude.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Spectre, your last, brother.
Woo! All right.
Save the best for last.
Yeah. So, man, it goes back quite a ways. I collected in my teen years, and then I took a long break, and then I started collecting while I was in the military, and then I transitioned out of the military and took another break, and then there was one night after I had joined the Air National Guard to get back in, and I was actually TDY, and I was just in my my room hanging out, and I was on my phone, and I was just perusing YouTube, and a video like came up on my suggested, and it was of the Legend, and so I started watching because I was like, oh, it's comic books, man, I used to love that, and so I started watching it, and it was of him bagging or doing bags and boards with Mylars and halfbacks, right? And I was like, oh man, I miss that so much. And then I shit you not, like the very next day, like we had some stuff we had to do, but right after we got released from duty, I went back to my room and like I started watching more videos, and I was just like, oh man, I got to get back into this. And so as soon as I got back from that, I actually got online, and I talk about it quite frequently. Like I live out in the middle of nowhere. There's like no LCSs or anything. So I started just ordering some books online, just kind of doing my own thing, and continue to watch a lot of people on YouTube. And late last year, after I've been collecting for a while, I decided that I would like to share that with somebody, because much as has been said already, like I live in an area and people that I know have no interest in this. So
yeah,
taking it to YouTube, and I kind of already knew. I already knew that YouTube would be a place where you could cultivate, a likeness to something you love, because I had been doing videos for like other things like fireworks and whatnot. And, so I understood that, yeah, okay, I could bring this to this medium. And when I did, it blew me away, like the enormity of it all, because it wasn't just like, oh, hey, there's a few people, it's like, it's a global thing. Like I couldn't believe it. And at first it started out small too. Like it was like, I noticed it was like immediate area, like, okay, yeah, there's some people in like Chicago and New York and stuff. But then gradually I started to notice that there was more and more channels that I was being like, that were coming across my feeds as, like I'd be interested in it. And then also, lurking in other people's chats and during their videos, just seeing people in chat, I just, click on them and be like, oh, that person has a channel. So I check them out, and I remember like finding like Metarog, and oh my gosh, I was just like, holy crap, man, just so much knowledge. And just from there, dude, it just exploded. My first few videos, I think, were like, most people's. I was pretty nervous, and I think I was just trying to like break into, starting. So I did some haul videos, and gradually I was trying to decide what I wanted to do. And so then I was like, well, content, this is what I want to do. And like when I can do it is pretty much how it works now. Cause like there was a while I was trying to do it every single day. And then I realized that, sometimes you just can't do that stuff. So my channel has changed, and I think that everybody's content changes in that way too. Like we all have different things that we work towards, and depending upon our professions and whatnot, that's the way it works. But I don't know, I just feel extremely privileged to have met so many people, especially the people here on this panel. You know, I've talked to people behind the scenes, like pretty much every single person on this panel, and they're all great people. There's so much support and so much positivity, and I just look forward to whatever the future may bring.
Awesome, man.
Amen.
Thanks
for your service, man. Also,
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, big old friend of mine, man. I talk to Spectre outside of YouTube sometimes too, and I remember all of a sudden I get a message from him. He's like, "Hey, man, can I send you some books?" I was like, "Yeah, you can." And we became friends after that, man. So good times, man. If you hadn't done that, I don't know if we'd be friends, but you know, it's awesome because you were saying, you know, you started watching people's channel. You're like, hey, I like this. And that's, you know, you reached out and that's why we're friends now, you know?
Yep.
So guys, this is awesome. I love hearing everybody's stories. The people in the chat are like, man, we're loving this. So thank you for being here tonight again. I'm ready to do this giveaway. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's do
it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I just saw JoJo pop in. Hey, JoJo.
Hey, JoJo.
JoJo.
Top Dog Comics, yeah.
Okay, anybody else that hasn't commented that might just be lurking, if you're here, let me know because we're about to do this thing. So let's see. I'm gonna put Pop Dot.
Also, Discovery Bay at 985. Let's get him 15 more.
15 more. Hell, get me to 500 tonight while we're at it.
Let's go. Sub everybody up, please, guys. Sub everybody up. Everybody
you get subscribers, and you get subscribers,
And you get subscribers.
Another one.
Nice.
Sam, I will throw your link in there, man, right after this is done. That way people sub you up as well. The OG.
Yeah, I did not know Sam had been around that long. That's awesome.
Oh, get John down to under 700 subscribers. That would be great. We're $6.99.
Right, let's keep going.
All right, here we go.
I will say, like, Sam is nicknamed the architect for a reason. He's got deep knowledge, so it does not surprise me that how long his channel's been around. I knew it was one of the early comic book YouTube channels, but it's not surprising.
I would tell you this, John. Sam kind of had an off day today. There was a couple things I threw at him that he was just
oh no
struggling with. I don't want to get into it, but man,
Yeah, I really don't think you need to.
it was out of character.
Bueller loves to quiz him, man. Throws him some curveballs.
Keep it down with it.
I will say this: he only got the newer artist wrong, so
yes.
he knew all the old good stuff, man. All right.
He was just testing you, Bueller.
Yeah.
It was kind of reverse psychology. He gets it wrong to see if you catch him.
No, there was some stuff behind the scenes that you guys aren't aware of that he dropped the ball, and I was like, how can you not know that?
You don't need to
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right, guys. So this is what I want to do. I've got 70 people in this list. So we got 68 watching. That means a couple people have dipped. They're bad, right? So this is what we're gonna do. Let's get the chat to tell me how many times you guys want me to randomize this 1 through 10. Let's get some numbers, and then we'll just whatever we get, we'll pick it and go with that, guys. So start throwing some numbers up there. How much should I randomize this list of 70?
47.
I like
10, bro.
We'll be here till middle of next week.
I got 2 5s. Over 9,000. I love it. Dragon Ball Z, baby. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. Okay.
Our lucky number 7 seems to be the one.
the boy who had 7. We're
The
going.
boy had 7.
We're going.
Why don't we go with 10, the total amount of people on the panel tonight, including Bueller's cat?
Nipples.
I've been hanging out. My cat's like all over the place.
Oh, 11 then, maybe.
Look at this.
There we go.
Best nipples in the game, folks. Right here.
He'd probably get more subs than all of us put together.
There you go.
Yeah, start a channel.
Yeah, the cat channels are hot.
That would definitely rule.
Nipples the cat.
All right, y'all. You ready to do this? All right, we're gonna go with 7, guys. Let's do 7. Here it is. All right. Whew, it's time. So I'm going to screen share. I don't know how to do this still, but we'll figure it out.
Boop.
There you go. Woo. All right. So can you guys see this random list?
You need to lock it on you.
Yeah, lock it on you.
That's right. Hold on.
There you go.
There you go.
Better?
Yep. Get rid of me.
Now me?
You're good.
There we go.
You're
Okay,
good.
cool.
That's
So
good.
here is our list, guys. Run through it. Check it out. See if you're on it. I'm going to move down. There we go. 70.
Hold on. Let me get my microscope. Hold on.
I know.
A magnifying glass. Hold it up to the
Wait, are you including us in the drawing?
As long as Paige Noakes is on that list, that's all that counts right there. That's my daughter. Come on, Paige.
There you go.
I think I see Protozoa on there.
Yes, John made it. You know, what I did is I ended up putting everybody that showed up tonight. So
All right.
everybody's in it. All right, here we go. So we're going to do this 7 times. Hey, does anybody know how I can magnify this on Mac?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Usually it's command and then the plus sign.
PC Master Race.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
There it goes. There it goes.
Hey,
John came through. John came
look
through.
at John. The teacher knows.
I knew we had him around for some reason.
Yeah, get a gig with the Geek Squad while school's at a
All right, here we go.
7, John does jazz hands. That's all.
That's just in. Here's number 1. Number 2. And there's gonna be one extra here because I had already done it once just to get it all numbered. Number 3. Number 4.
Oh, this is intense.
Number 5.
The suspense is just it's
I was gonna
palpable.
say 8.
Here we go. This next one is it, guys. You all ready?
Woo!
Here we go.
Getting all tingly.
Okay, here it is.
Rated Wow.
rated roar.
Squatch shinking, whatever.
And Steve Whiting.
Steve Whiting.
Nice.
There it is. Congratulations.
If
Now,
the
are they
lucky
here?
number is 7. I just want it to be known I came in 7.
Hey, I like that. I like that. All right. So, are they in the chat? If they're not here, we're going again.
Gotta be in the chat.
Gotta be in the chat. That
Gotta be in
those
the
were the
chat.
rules.
Yeah,
You got 1 minute. If you're here, you're here.
Let's hear it.
let's see. Got a comment.
So we
Come on,
got
Steve,
rated
where are you?
Raw R, Squatch Shink, and Steve Whiting. Are they
I
here?
don't think any of them are here.
No,
Oh, there's one. There's one right there.
Oh, there's one. Okay. Congrats.
Okay, we got one.
Yep.
Go, Steve. Where are you?
Steve, where you at, man?
I don't look at Bueller's like texting Steve Whiting.
Oh my gosh.
9.8s to be had.
Oh my gosh. All right, we got the
Bueller's on the grassy knoll right now.
Yes, you are on the list. 20 seconds. You better get in here. Oh my
You gotta add 30 seconds for lag. You gotta add 30 seconds for lag.
Okay. So at 9,
Too funny, man.
12, it's over.
I just blocked you 30 seconds, Steve. Come on.
Where's he at?
I can't roar anywhere yet.
Where's he at? No, I haven't seen him yet.
Before we start doing another thing, but let's just talk about what did you guys have for dinner tonight? I mean,
burritos.
I had
Nobody
a
likes Steve.
I had like I had a hamburger. That was good. And,
Look at him trying to help his buddy. Draw it out.
I fasted, Bueller. I fasted. Didn't have a thing.
and then,
2 slices of New York pizza, baby.
Steve is coming. People saying Steve is coming. Not Steve.
I will say anybody that donates a Hulk 181 gets an extra 30
Yeah,
seconds.
get some extra time. Yeah. We'll give him a little bit.
What was the name of
So what are the 3 people we're waiting for?
So we got.
seen it. So.
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
He's back.
Right.
So time is up. We are gonna do it one more time. Randomize it one more time. Those 2 guys are already in. So Squatch Shink Yink is first. Steve Whiting is second, and we'll go for the third right here. Y'all ready? Whoever gets first place, that's who it is. Let me share my screen. Boop. And
Come on. It's gotta be Paige.
gotta be Paige. I love it.
It's gotta be Paige. Come
Y'all
on.
see that?
Yeah.
Here we Here it is. Life with 2 YouTubers.
Congratulations.
He's in the chat. I saw him earlier.
that handle?
I think he's still there.
Let's see if they're here. Let's see if they're here.
when Steve
Are
came
they
back.
there?
She was. Her son's in there.
That doesn't count. She has to be there.
Oh, where is she?
Does anybody know Life with Two YouTubers?
Where is
He was just commenting
Steve,
like
right?
10 people ago, so I think he's still here.
Yeah.
It's a.
It's a lady.
There he is.
Yeah,
There.
There it is.
Yeah, yes.
Lady.
family. And
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right, so this is how we're gonna roll.
Sharon.
All right, let's get rid of this one. So this is for the first roll. This is number one. And did I just cut that down? Who was it? That crazy name, Sasquatchinky or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Sasquatchinky, how many times do you want me to randomize this? You're number one.
No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Wham!
Big money, big money, big money.
Where are you at, Sasquatch?
Hey, what is
Who's this in there?
Squatchy Inc. Okay, there you go.
He says 3.
That's like that. Inc.
Okay.
Squatchy Inc. There you go. How many times are we gonna randomize this, Squatchy Inc?
He said 3.
3.
There it is. All right, here we go. Here it is, right here. Ready? Oh, let me make this bigger. That's one.
Sachi Ink's got some cool looking paintings on his channel.
What's snacking going on over there?
This is two. All right, whichever one comes up. Number one, that is your book for the night. Are you ready? Here we go.
You got cookies or something?
New Mutants 98 facsimile edition. That is your prize right there. Let me write that down.
Hope he's at
Bet it
Deadpool
all,
fan.
Sasquatch Inc. Bet it all. Let it ride.
Lifestyle goodness all day long.
Envelope.
Always let Liefeld ride.
I always let life go right. That's right.
So this is what I'm going to do, guys. I wanted to kind of have a little gambling going on. Squatchy Inc. I hope I'm saying that right. You can keep it, the New Mutants 98 9.8 facsimile edition, or I can do one more randomizer, and if you get either the random or the 9.8 from my collection, you get both. If you don't, if you get another facsimile edition, you lose them both. What do you want to do?
Ouch.
It's like, let's make a deal here.
Murph, what's up, Murph?
What's behind curtain number 2?
no deal. No deal.
Okay.
One more.
There's one more.
Oh my goodness. You are a brave man.
He's going for it.
We have a high roller here.
Yeah,
I love it.
Go for it.
I'm rooting for you, Sasquatch.
So Squatchy Inc. If you get a facsimile, there's this one. There's the New Mutants, Giant Size, X-Men 1, Hulk 181, or Amazing Spider-Man 252. You lost both of them. But if you get random 9.8 or your choice, you get 2 books tonight.
Ooh,
Ready?
2 out of 7. That's a great odds. You got it.
Horrible odds. That's lost odds.
All right, here we go. I'm doing it once. In 3, 2,
We're pulling for you.
Winner.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm gonna cry for you. I love it. So, but I will be sending you something anyways, man. Email me at theboywhohad7@AOL.com and I will hook you up with something.
Is this the next big thing we just stumbled onto? Like,
I don't know.
comic book gambling?
I love how Superpower comic, Superpower review does the sound. Womp womp.
I feel like we're in Vegas, but like the stakes are comic books.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
higher stakes for sure. Higher stakes.
Word.
Squatchy Inc., thank you, man, for being here tonight. Email me anyways, and I'll send you a little something. That was fun. So, Steve Whiting, where are you at?
All right, Whiting.
Steve, where are you at? He's
How
like,
many rolls do you want, Steve?
He left again.
he left again.
It's late down there in the East Coast.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Not helping.
I was hoping Klaus or Michael would win since they're up so late early.
Yeah.
Right,
There
Steve,
it is.
Steve.
He's back.
4
What's
times.
4.
All right, here we go. Here it is. 4 times.
The
Number
whammies, the whammies,
one.
the whammies.
Number 2.
Next victim.
Number 3. And number 4. X-Men number 1 facsimile edition and 9.8 white.
I might actually keep that one.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty hot book there.
Yeah, I'm X-Men number 1, 9.8. Man, I might go with. I might keep that one. Whereas the New Mutants, let it ride. But
All right, Steve, what are you doing? Double or nothing, man? You keeping it, or are you going for 2? Oh my gosh, Klaus, thank you for being here, man. You're the man.
Keep it, Steve.
What are you doing, Steve? Keep it. There it is.
You know, that's Steve Whiting.
Deep, yeah. Smart man. That's a smart man right there.
Congrats, Steve.
Respect.
Congrats. Let me take a
Pulling that
picture.
one out of the pile.
So, Steve, you got X-Men 1 facsimile edition and a 9.8 with white pages. That's the way I like it.
There you go.
I think that and the giant size would probably be the 2 that I would keep and not roll. But anything else, I'm rolling. I'm
You're
gonna roll
rolling it.
Let it ride like bake the
All
snake.
right.
Seriously.
Yeah.
For sure, Steve. Thank you for being here. Thanks for checking out my channel. I've seen you a lot, so I really appreciate it, man.
So who's the third person?
Life with 2 YouTubers. Here we go. Life with
All right, 2 YouTubers. How many rolls, brother?
What is it? What is it? What is it? Man, this gets me excited.
Check out her channel.
Life with you 2 YouTubers. Hi. Okay, how many rolls do you want?
She doesn't know what's going on.
2.
He's thinking.
Ooh.
Said 2.
2. All
He
right.
wants to double down the deuce.
I think life with YouTubers maybe a she.
Yeah, it is a she.
That was mentioned in the chat earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of Sam's many lady fans.
There you go.
Oh, there
Try info here. You know what I mean?
All right, Life with 2 YouTubers. Here we go. Number 1. And
Ooh, good one.
number 2. Random.
Wow.
All right, let me get the screen back on me so I can show you what your options are.
Big winner.
How does random work? You get another randomizer in the mix?
Yeah.
Like 2 randomizers at the same time?
There's a different randomized list. Yeah.
All right, so here's your options. You can pick any of the books available tonight.
Oh,
right.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So let me just move this here. All right, so
Is there a Yankee swap anywhere in this?
you know what? We should do that.
I'd probably want that $29.99.
White elephant.
Does anyone want this oven mitt?
We can white elephant this.
I love it.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
All right, Life with 2 YouTubers. You can get any of that facsimiles. So I've got Hulk 181, New Mutants 98, Amazing Spider-Man 252, Giant Size X-Men 1, or X-Men 1. You can pick any of those that you want. Or you can go with one of these bad boys. Amazing Spider-Man
She
365.
just admitted that she doesn't collect. Wow.
No way.
They said give it to Sam.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Do
man.
it. That's awesome.
Really?
I am
Great.
subscribing to this channel.
Yeah, it says give my prize to Sam.
Yeah, let's everybody give some applause there. That
Wow, that's awesome.
that tells you the generosity of this community right there, right? In a nutshell.
She's a very
I have just subscribed. Done.
So have I.
I
Happy
subscribed
birthday,
earlier.
Sam.
Everyone should subscribe to the other one too.
You know he gets his mail sent to my house. I'm like his secretary.
Oh my
That is
Our
the
Sam's secretary. You didn't know that?
all the good
I
mail.
think we're gonna get Life with 2 YouTubers to 1,000 tonight.
think she deserves it. Yeah.
Damn. So it's your choice, man. So you want me to
Damn,
roll
wow.
through these?
Which one do you want, buddy?
Or do you want?
I've also got All New Wolverine number 2, Doctor Strange 44, a Spider-Man book, Person Army,
Phone a friend, Sam. Phone a friend.
Guardians of the Galaxy 1, Perillo Virgin,
Ooh.
and like I said, 365.
365.
I can go with
Nice.
the 365.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good choice, sir.
I would have went.
Shiny goodness.
I gotta go.
That's awesome, man.
365.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Very cool.
Damn.
I knew it was going to be a Spider-Man, obviously.
That's
But
awesome.
Here's
Yeah.
the
Cheers.
of the hour, Sam.
Huh?
Are you keeping it, or are you going double or
They got
nothing?
Batman.
No.
No, he wants it. He wants that.
oh, bird in the hand. Bird in the hand.
You have a Batman book you can send him instead.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, I'll just send you my address so you'll know where to send that.
Hey,
Okay. All right.
You get all
So
the
Sam's keeping it. Then. Did I hear right?
What's that?
Sam's keeping it. Did I hear right?
Yep.
Sweet. Awesome.
congratulations, Sam.
Sam.
nice job,
Real
Sam.
life of two YouTubers.
Great job. Live
Well
with two
deserved.
YouTubers.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Two YouTubers, you are amazing. Thank you for doing that.
Nice.
So cool. This is a community that we are part of. Love it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Love it.
Great
Thanks
hearts
to
to Sam.
YouTubers. You rock.
All right. So we got X-Men #1.
Whew.
Amazing Spider-Man 365. I'm gonna send that Hulk 181 over your way. Squatchy Inc. anyways. No, it was New Mutants 98.
New Mutants 98. Yeah.
I'm sending that your way anyway. Thank you for
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Oh, my
I don't even smoke. I feel like I need a cigarette right now.
Oh,
This is a really good idea, man.
that's awesome. All right, so this is what we're gonna do next. You all ready?
Damn.
Have a little bit more fun.
Oh, there's more.
There's more.
Oh man.
Oh, wait.
Update
There's
on
more.
subscriber
Oh
watch.
wait, there's more.
JB's at 986. 14 more. Come on.
Let's do it. Let's get him there.
We're not going off this stream till 1,000, so you better get them before lunchtime tomorrow.
My vacation started today.
This is like a telethon. Jerry Lewis. They go all night.
I do have
to go
work
get a
in the morning, but I'm down, guys.
Yeah. Who needs sleep? We need 1,000. Who cares about sleep?
Gotta get JB to 1,000.
Oh man.
All right, so this is what we're doing next, guys. I'm about to show you. Chat, I'm going to need your help. This is my way of saying thank you to the guys that joined me tonight. They are going to get randomized to see which one of them is going to win one of these books.
Sam is DQ'd.
Wow.
Yeah,
DQ'd.
You're not going to Dairy
You
Queen.
see me?
Dairy Queen.
I'm pulling for my boy Chris Barrett. The guy enters like 40 contests a week and doesn't win anything.
Oh.
So you
Come on.
guys in the chat, I just want to say thank you for being a part of this tonight. You guys are all my friends, and I want to give something to you guys, and you can do whatever you want with it.
I just want to shout out that I have A-okay'd Chris Barrett, so I just want to shout that out.
Okay. All right. That's good.
Cool. So John says, Chris Barrett.
No, I'm saying I have sent him stuff in the past.
Okay.
I'm not giving him more. Are you kidding me? This is my slab.
It's Bueller's birthday. He should win.
There you go.
I've already won. I've already
Chat, I
won.
need your help, chat. How many times should we randomize this list?
7.
7. It's gotta be 7 again.
7 again?
Lucky 7.
Y'all are lucky 7?
Lucky number 7.
I'm 0 to 10. Oh, I'm sorry, man. All right, let's go 7 then. See, they're coming in 4 or 5. Let's just go 7. 7 works for me. I like that number.
It's a magic number.
It is.
right.
Sure is.
All right, you guys ready? But hey, no fighting. Don't hate each other after this. All right.
Wait. What do we win again? Bragging rights?
We're all waiting to see John win.
Come on, subscribe to everybody.
2. I hope Bueller wins. It's his birthday.
Yeah.
There
That
you
is
go.
true. That is true.
Then I could just ship both of the books to him.
Even on the shipping, there you go.
That's the real reason right there.
4. 5. Oh, there it is.
There's Bueller.
6. Oh, it
Oh, dang it. It's the death the one before.
is. You ready? Send me
Yeah.
that.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna A-OK it to Chris Barrett.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
That'll work. I like it.
There's more.
Barrett.
I would not have done that, just so you know.
Okay, NYC, are you taking it or are you going double or nothing?
Let Barrett
Oh man,
decide.
that's tough. I want my boy Chris Barrett to get something, but this is very tempting right now. What are the rules again?
What did you win? What did he win?
Yeah, what did I win?
He hasn't won yet. We've got to. That's right. I've got to do the randomizer first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, let's see what it is.
All right, let's go over there.
Oh, Biggie, I love you, brother.
Double or nothing.
All right, you guys see it?
Yep.
Just sub Disco with my third channel. People are creating channels to sub up Discovery Bay. They want to get rid of us.
Oh, he did. He did. That's awesome.
All right, how many times should I do it, guys?
Uh,
NYC, your choice.
your choice.
So I get to choose to keep a random book, or do I choose?
No. Tell me how many times you're going to randomize this list.
Oh God.
Barrett. Yes, Barrett.
All right, let's go with 4.
Okay.
All right.
Uno,
That took a lot of thought there.
dos,
Be careful. Gotta be careful with the
Oh,
choice.
Barrett.
tres.
Planning for Barrett. Let's go.
Here we go. You ready?
Here we go, Barrett.
Cuatro. Oh, X-Men 1.
Ooh,
Hey,
that's nice.
All right, man. Double or
That's a
nothing.
keeper, I think. I don't know. I roll on that one.
How do you feel about
Keep
that,
it.
Chris Barrett?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, let him ask him.
Let's see
You
what
want to
Chris
keep or double?
I'd keep that one.
You digging that one? Or
I agree with
that's
John.
what I think
X-Men 1 and Giant Size.
Should I let
Everything
it
else,
ride?
throw it back in.
right.
See what kind of a brave man Chris is.
I don't know what's
Is he
going
a
on.
gambling man or is he a bird in the hand man? Let's see.
You've won, but you haven't won.
Chris, double or nothing.
I'm not seeing anything from Chris yet.
What do
He's gonna keep.
Gotta keep.
Gonna keep it.
Nice.
He's
Guys
talking
got-
to the family.
Guys
Oh,
got
keep
the
it. All
biggest
right, there we
losing
go.
streak on YouTube, so I
Good,
want
good choice.
There you go. We got Barrett.
We ended the losing streak.
Yay.
All right, let me take
So-
a
Nice.
picture of this, and then we'll get it back in there.
Yep.
All righty then. Congratulations, Chris. And there we are. Sweet.
Very cool.
Now I really need a cigarette.
And that was a blast. I love that. What do you guys think of that whole double or nothing?
That's
I like it.
I like it.
Oh,
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
It certainly brings another dynamic to it that, a little more excitement to it.
Yep. So I bought a ton of these facsimiles so I can be giving them away. Really. So
That's awesome.
We'll be having some more giveaways here. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming by. Guys, congratulations. Those of you that won. But look forward to some more. And Life with Two YouTubers, that was so cool of you to hand that over to Sam. So, Sam, congratulations.
Yep. Congratulations.
Birthday love rubbed off on you.
Yeah,
Something's getting rubbed.
Right?
It better not be the cat.
Sam, you're
Nipples.
sleeping out there.
Too much.
So you guys need to take off, or you want to stick around and talk a little bit more?
I can hang for a minute.
Hey, for a little bit.
Yeah, man, we're here.
We still got 13 more subs to
Yeah,
go.
we still got 13 to go.
Guys, have-
11:30.
If you haven't subbed Discovery Bay Comics, he's 13 away from 1,000. Let's get him there. Sub him up. Make an extra channel and sub him up with
Yeah,
that one.
feel free.
Yeah,
Make
crazy.
extra channels, sub them up.
Yeah.
No problem.
So I'll give you some info. I have the little post-it right here. Ready?
Yep.
So December 5th was my first video.
Wow.
Wow.
December 28th, 100 subs.
Wow.
20. It took 23 days. January 10th, 200 subs. It took 13 days in between those two. So a total of 36 days, I was at 200.
Nice.
January 19th, only 9 days later, 300.
Wow.
Wow.
February 1st, 400. March 3rd, 500. April 12th, 600. April 22nd, 700. And then I stopped counting.
That's
Hey,
impressive. man.
McD, have a great night, brother. Love you, man.
Later, McD.
Name McGee.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, JB. It's because what you're doing is so important, man. It really is. You got your own little.
It's fun. I want everyone out there who's thinking about doing this. I've heard, there's a couple of people that are, oh, you've inspired me. And hey, everybody on this panel is what inspired all of us to do this.
Mhm.
You know, the Buellers and the Johns and the Thanatoses of the world, the Reggies inspired us to get in front of the camera or not. You don't have to get in front of the camera to be extremely successful. Look at Jim's comics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jim's comic.
It's the
Better off.
content. It's the personality. I've heard people go, well, you know, what are you going to, I can't do anything. It's all the same. It's already been done. No, what's different is you.
Yeah.
You're what's different.
Your take.
You know, your
There's nobody else but
personality
you.
on it is what makes it different. And if you're worried about it, just do it. You know,
Do it.
Just do it. And stop doing it when you're not having fun. Because you know,
Good
when you're
advice.
not having fun, when it feels like, oh man, I don't want to get up this morning and do the show. Don't do it. You just don't do it.
No. Do it.
Yeah, that's my attitude about it, man. I'm gonna keep doing it because it's whole hell of a lot of fun. If I ever feel like it's not fun, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
You know, there's no rules.
So, and that's why I started adding, you know, the little gifs and the little, because I needed to laugh. I needed to laugh at my own show, you know, because I'm saying the same thing over and over again. So how can I, you know, it is boring. So I've got about, I don't know, 20 different gifs in my boring folder, of, you know, so that I could put during that clip just to keep people entertained and have fun with it.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta have fun with it.
Gotta have fun, man, for sure.
Absolutely.
So I've talked to a few of the guys on the panel about this, but I want to do a new show this Friday. You guys want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get my notepad out.
Yeah.
Let me get my recording device.
So, John, I don't care what you say. You're going to be a part of it.
Boom. Hey, now hold on. I need to confirm something real quick. Bueller, are you appearing on the Mega Power Hour on Friday?
I don't know.
You don't know?
That's also calendar, Bueller. Come on.
What's Friday?
Gotta reach out to Bueller's secretary.
Sure, I'll be there.
Because I got that on there. So
What
now
time is that?
What time is that at?
I don't know. Let's ask the immortal Biggie Shack. What time? What time
I'm
is he
there.
gonna do that? I have it at 7. I have it listed at 7 p.m. because you're gonna go live or post a video at 5:30. So I penciled it in at 7 p.m. on.
You guys are all experiencing what happens when we're not live.
Yeah,
we're just scheduling each other's shows.
This is the not live portion.
Yeah.
You're in there.
You know, I got to say, you know, I sit there and Discovery Bay does this thing, and I'm always like, oh man, I got to get this video out by 3 o'clock.
No, don't ever feel like that.
The video up and stuff. I'm like, oh man. And like the other day, my internet was down, and I'm like, oh crap, it's not gonna go up there. And I'm like, he puts me on a deadline for my video.
Don't.
And then sometimes he's like, I don't know what he's doing tonight. He might go live, he might not. I'm like, oh my God, I gotta do something.
I have the opposite problem, which is that I'm like putting a video, I'm posting it, it's 2 o'clock, and I'm like, crap, I should have told JB I was doing this. But I'm dropping
I forget it.
Oh,
I'm dropping of information. Like,
I
I've
don't
already
want
edited.
anyone to ever feel obligated. You guys don't have to tell me at all. But if you remember, cool. If you don't, that's cool too. No big deal.
The last time that you put it on there for my video on Friday, I was like, after I watched your thing, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go make a video to put on the I wasn't gonna do it. I was like, I better go do it right now.
Well, that's your slot, man. Friday 5:30 is Bueller's slot. So I'm like, I don't know. He's either dropping a video or going live. Who knows? That's a slot.
I love it.
I've seen him sweat bullets over it. I've seen it.
That's the Discovery Bay effect right there.
I've actually heard that before from a Midwest Comic Man. I reached out to him. I was like, hey, are you going to be dropping anything this week? And he goes, well, now I feel like I have to.
Well, yesterday, like, Kavi sent me an Instagram thing of like, hey, we didn't make JB's show for Gotham City Chronicles. Did you forget? And I was like, no. I totally forgot to send it to me.
I like where Kavi went on about a half an hour early to tell everybody that I'm doing it. And Jason's like, oh shit, did I miss my own show?
I gotta switch up it up.
That was awesome.
Oh, great legend just joined the chat.
Legend.
Oh, great
Congratulations,
legend.
Matt,
Now there's one right there. Definitely helped me out big time. Settled me in when I was teetering on scrapping this whole thing. The legend will drop some truth on you that you haven't if you haven't experienced it, please go ahead and check out his channel.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Definitely.
All right.
I want to tell you, I want to take a minute. I want to recognize Legend real fast. He was very instrumental when I first started. He's the type of guy to where you can find, when you're first starting out, and he will take the time to inform you on what you need to know and really encourage you. And he's done that to countless people. And it's very important that you use that knowledge that he has had, that he has spread, because it does make a difference. And I got a lot of time that I spent with him on the Comic Corps, and I look back at my time that we spent, and it's very special to me. All those nights that we spent talking and stuff and doing the live shows and stuff, it really was, it's moments in life that you remember. And it's really important to remember the good things. And there was so many good things that came of it, so many relationships I made, and Legend's one of them. I asked him many times over, what about this? How should I handle this type thing? And you know what? He knew what to say. And I knew it from the very beginning that he was one that would give me the knowledge that I could use and put that forth on my channel and spread that around, as well. Like if John has a question or if whoever has a question or whatnot, it all stems. It's kind of a ripple effect. And a few people have thrown that pebble into the pond, and he's one of those guys. So I want to say thank you to him, and thanks for everything. And he's one of the originals as well. Been around a long time. Comic books, cooking. Go back. Do me a favor. Go back and watch his cooking videos. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
He knows how to entertain. Okay. I've gone back and I've watched his cooking videos. They're great. I've gone back and I watched his wrestling reviews. They're great. It's a lot of fun. I wish that he would do more stuff like that, because the entertainment aspect that he brings to his channel that you saw back then and he brings to it now. But just if we were to bring some of that stuff back, like the cooking thing, I love that stuff. So maybe someday he will. I don't know. But maybe he'll bring something else as well. So I'm looking forward to the future. But thank you, Legend. And you've earned the name, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's awesome, Bueller. Thanks for saying that, man. Party. So the wife is telling me I've got to wrap it up here.
All right. Matt, what am I doing with you on Friday?
Okay.
Yeah, you never got to that.
I'm like, okay, I think my Friday's pretty open. I just want to know what I'm doing.
Okay, man. We're going to find the perfect spot so we're not getting in anybody's way, but I want everyone in the panel to participate if they can. Okay. After doing the unboxing match with JB, I had this really great idea, and I think I told JP and NYC about it.
Yes, I know. I want
to start a show called Friday Night Fights. And maybe once a month, every 3 weeks, whatever. Maybe weekly. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But you know how JB, he has all those books behind him. He's the only person that does that. So it's going to be really hard to find another unboxing match.
Bueller box it.
Because you need a bunch of boxes. So I thought this is what we'll do. We're going to have people participate. We're going to just say, okay, we need 4 guys tonight. We're going to have 4 fights. And you're going to show up, and live, we're going to tell you what you have to pull out of your collection to go at each other at the same exact time.
Ooh.
Wow.
And then we'll have everybody in the chat saying who the winner is.
And you get time. You get a timer. You
go, a couple minutes.
You better give me 30 minutes to find a book out of this mess.
You gotta know where to go, man.
I'm working on my unopened box pile. I got 6. Maybe I'll eventually get to 12 rounds, but it's hard not to open 6 boxes if you got 6 boxes.
I can't even make it to 2
I can't.
without opening.
I can't even make it to 1. I mean, as soon as it comes in, that thing's open.
Yeah, me too.
What do you guys think about that, man?
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Do it later if you can. Try and do it later if you can.
Like best variant, best 9.8, best raw book between 70 and 75, best Spider-Man book. Just different.
There you go.
And we'll just throw it out there, and you got to go pull it out of your collection and show it within your.
I think best 9.8 would be like, well, I got this one.
All of them.
That's gonna be
That's a Matt category. That's definitely a Boy 7 category,
right?
Yeah. So, but John, I was thinking I'd love you to participate as well as run the whole thing, man. You
It
did
sounds like
so
a blast.
great.
I'll do whatever you want, brother.
Okay, cool. And then everybody in the panel, you guys want to be some of the first people to participate?
I'm totally down. As soon as I move back to my home where my collection is. Right now, I'm living up the hotel good life here. But
look at him penthousing it. Look at that view.
I want to be in
Gotham City Blues.
I want to be in the first opportunity, but this Friday I will not be home. So
okay, we'll figure it out
with my collection.
I can
Yeah, me neither.
participate
I'm out of
this
town
week
this
if you want.
Friday, but
Whatever
next
you want.
time I'm down for it.
Okay. Anybody in the chat that wants to be a part of it, hit me up, boywhohad7@aol.com. Let me know. Hit me on Instagram too, and we will get you guys in. We'll probably have 4 bouts every Friday, and it's going to be fun, man.
Sounds good.
sounds awesome, man.
Great idea. Fabulous idea.
Bueller, Sam, you guys down one of these days?
As long as there's no slaps.
All right. All right.
At least for that round, whatever it is.
Jeff
Jeff
opened the last slab he had, and that didn't go well.
Yeah, AOL, bro. I know. I've had it forever. Old school. So, guys,
I'm getting ready to move in here. So
say that again,
Nice.
Sam.
oh, I'm gonna be getting ready to move in the next couple of days. So as soon as I get everything settled.
Yeah, that's always hectic, man. Good luck.
Hey Sam, are you moving in with Bueller?
Huh? No.
David Bueller, rings, all right.
He answered
Rumors fly around
quick.
here.
Bueller's taken by Ham, so we're good.
Oh,
on that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Love it.
Oh, what? Nothing.
Yeah, I wake up in the morning and I open my bedroom door and literally Sam just falls on the floor. He's laying up.
Oh,
What are you doing, man?
oh.
So let's run through the chat, guys, and tell us what's going on, what you got coming up, and just say your goodbyes. Let's start with Israel.
Oh, hey, what's going on, everybody? Well, man, it's to start. I just want to say thanks for inviting me to this. It's been both a pleasure and honor to be here, and just going back to kind of what I said earlier, that man, all the people on this panel and everybody in our community has really, really helped me out a lot, helped everybody out a lot. But man, I went through some rough times a while back, and there was definitely a lot of support in the community. So just want to say thanks to everybody, and stuff going on. I'm going to be doing my picks for next week, I think this Thursday. So I'll be dropping that. And other than that, I'll probably be hanging out with some guys Friday night probably, and maybe some stuff going on Saturday too. So we'll just see. I kind of play things by the seat of my pants more often than not. But thanks for having me, and everybody in chat, thanks for coming. Seriously, this is a huge moment for the Boy Who Had 7, and I'm happy I could be part of it. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Well said, man.
Yeah, great.
NYC.
You know what? Every time I have to do one of these, what I'm doing, I never know what to say. I want to keep it short. I'm pretty casual. I also like flying by the seat of my pants. I may do a 400 something subscriber contest at some point when I can get back to my collection. Right now, it's tough, man. I'm a comic book collector without access to my collection right now.
Yeah.
So I'm hurting a little bit, but I'll get over it. And as soon as the construction's done on my place, I'll be able to move back in there, and then I'll be more active with the videos and streams. For now, I'm just kind of doing the best I can from here. And I'm down to join other people's shows, but I'm probably not going to be doing much on my own channel until I move back home.
Cool. Cool, man. Well, good luck with the house and everything that's happening, and getting back into your place, and can't wait till you get that giveaway going on.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And
thanks again for having me on here. Honestly, this was like probably the most memorable thing I've done on YouTube to date, or been a part of. So I really, really appreciate you letting me be a part of it.
I take some offense because I've been on several shows with you.
Yeah, we all know how that goes, John.
Oh man, John,
that's awesome. All right, at Discovery Bay, man.
I just want to say thanks again for having me, and congratulations, much deserved. I'll be doing a show tomorrow plan on. I don't actually. I may have to take this weekend off. I have an event on Sunday. I'm going to be doing. But yeah, I'm around. You guys know that I'm going to be putting out something almost every day, and check it out.
Sweet, man. Love you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks,
John.
Apparently, I got a show coming up on Friday that I'm looking forward to. I got my contest going on. 700 subscriber contest is happening right now. So definitely head over and make a contest entry. I know that we had our first contest entry already, and I made a little playlist for it. So you can go right over there and already check out the first entry. It was hysterical. I thought really well done. I'm going to do the show with the girls on Saturday. And then tomorrow I got Sam's Tangled Web on the book club. Yeah. Not on my channel, though. It's on White Whale Comics channel. Yeah. He just got monetized. So it'll be the first book club show with monetization where you can donate money and it'll all go to charity beyond whatever goes to Google or whatever. But it's Sam's first time on the book club. We're talking Powers of 10, the new Hickman drop. So you got to be there for that. That'll be a whole lot of fun. And then, of course, I'm doing the Comic Core Unlimited show, the Wednesday 7 o'clock show there. And then I'm planning a show, hopefully this weekend, with Perry Comics and Fire Guy Ryan. We want to do a movie review show, something like Siskel and Ebert. The three of us are going to show up. Each of us is going to bring a movie that we recommended and the other two had to watch. We're going to do a little review for it and run through 3 random movies that are on Netflix. You could go and stream them if you wanted and give our reviews for them. So that'll hopefully be Sunday night.
Roadhouse.
I will tell you, Bueller, I'm going to be the unpopular one on this show because those guys are going they're going with these sci-fi action things, and I'm I'm doing a romantic comedy with my first pick. I'm going deep cut. You guys are gonna have to suffer through something.
Hey man, I am a romantic comedy kind of guy, so I'm good.
I know you will love my pick, Matt. In fact, it is an all-time favorite of mine, and my dad and I all-time favorite. And it's on Netflix right now, but you'll have to watch. We're not going to tell you the movies until you show up on Sunday, and we go every 15 minutes. We'll go to a new movie, so you just got to hang, and we're going to rip through 3 movies and then call it quits.
If you want to see John's review of Beaches, stay tuned on Sunday.
4 stars is all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
Bette Midler at her best.
If only you had somebody on that show that went to film school that could talk about him. That would be good.
Right? Well, technically, the main reason to do that show is because Perry clearly needs an education.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. Wow.
He needs help. Brother needs help.
John, awesome, man. Thank you so much, dude. I wasn't going to do that show without you being in it, so you are doing something Friday now.
Boom.
Congratulations on 700, brother.
Thanks, man.
If you guys are in the chat and you are not following John's Comics with Kids, go sub him up, please. Just past 700, and he's on his way to 1,000. Let's get him there. So, thank you, John. JP.
Oh, well, so I'm going to try to get the weekly top 10 thing done before I hit the road, but I'm going to be on the road this weekend, so I won't be around much, maybe a little bit in chats. But I'm also going to try to do my first ever premiere before I hit the road. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to come out, JB, but I'm going to do my first ever premiere for my video for John's 700 subscriber contest. So I'm not sure if I'm hoping to get it done before I hit the road. I'm not sure. I got some editing to do. And then after that, 2 weeks from, Monday the 12th, Collecting Smart will finally be back. Matt and I will be back for Collecting Smart on Monday the 12th. We're going to try to have a couple of guests. We're going to be talking about to slab or not to slab. And so that's going to be our subject for that, and whether or not you should go down the slab road and what books actually are worth trying to slab and what not, and just bouncing around different perspectives on that.
Matarog, I need you for that show.
And then on Monday the 19th will be our next episode of Gotham City Chronicles. And Bobby and I decided last night we are doing Mad Love for our next Gotham City Chronicles episode.
Yes, and
we are looking for a guest for that, as always.
Of course, I forgot to promote that. That'll be on my channel next time. So
Well, yeah, so that means you'll remember to tell JB though, which I know.
I will remember. To
That's it. That's all I got.
Awesome, JP. Thanks, man. So, Metarog, what's up, brother?
Man, I'm living the dream here. What, man, this is more fun than should be legally possible. You know what I mean? This has just been such a blast. I'm with NYC. You know, this is like one of the best things I've ever been a part of. Being here with all you guys, man, I'm like, I got like my hair standing on end, you know, almost every time I see you guys over here. Just great. Congratulations, Matt. I hope we can do this again in a couple months. 2000, man. Let's do it.
Let's do
right?
it.
I mean, I'm down. You know, I'm down for it. Definitely.
Bueller first and ask for some tips.
Yeah, man. Maybe we can get a double Bueller bump or whatever.
Just the tip.
No, usually I have my roundup, my context roundups on Thursdays, but I'm going out of town, so I'm having it tomorrow, Wednesday. Yeah, and John's Comics with Kids is on there. And every weekend I do a support video for one of the great members here in this community. Sometimes I do, double it up because I just don't have enough time to do. I don't want to support everybody if I can, but I can't.
Yeah,
I don't have time for everybody. And then every Tuesday I usually have a video on some obscure aspect of comics. Like I just did one on the 1942 and 1943 Mighty Midget comics. All kinds of obscure stuff. If you like the really, really deep down stuff that nobody else is interested in but me, watch Tuesday videos. And of course, on Monday, I have the No Faces chat with Bubs and DS. And every other Thursday, I have Graders Notes with Kenny, Comic Head 84, Mr. Miracle, and Genome Presents.
Yeah. It's all good stuff, man. I try to tune in every time you're on, whoever channel you're on. So thanks again for doing the contest roundup, man. I really appreciate you doing that. We don't give you enough love, but it's amazing.
I get plenty, man. It's a pleasure serving this community. It's its own reward.
Cool. Thank you for being awesome, Metarog. I appreciate
it. Can I shout out someone in the chat? The Oblivion Bars in the chat. They dropped a great review on the Heroes in Crisis. A great panel discussion. I just wanted to shout them out. They have been in and out of the chat all evening.
Did they hate it?
No, it was a great review because there were several people with different perspectives, and it all kind of blended together to make a really good overview.
All hate, I hope.
Sorry, they did a great review of Freedom Fighters too.
But there's definitely some hate in the group. I just want to also mention it was innocent in a court of comic law.
Oh boy!
Where's the gavel? Where's the gavel at?
Oh yeah. So Sam, what you got going on, man?
Well, first off, I want to say, it's great to hang out with Bueller, and congrats on you hitting 1,000. Keep going beyond.
Thanks, Sam.
You're doing great. This weekend, I'm probably gonna put out another video or two. So, yeah, that's what I got going on. So,
cool.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm getting together with John to review Power of X. So, yeah.
Sweet. Looking forward to that. Whose channel is it going to be on? John, right?
White Whale.
White Whale.
That's right.
He's monetized. We're going to see money, dollar bills thrown at him like crazy.
It's going to be raining.
Super chat, Alex.
That's right.
It'll be his first official.
What time is that? What time is it going to be at?
That's 8 o'clock Pacific.
Remember that, everybody.
Or watch Discovery Bay.
Or watch the show tomorrow.
If you sub him up, you'll see him.
Yeah.
That's right. He's still not clear. You got to get him there.
Make it rain. Make it rain tomorrow night.
We'll get it tomorrow.
Dollar bills.
Love it. Bueller, happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday. That's right. That's what this whole thing started. This party started at 5:30 at Bueller's.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like the after party of the party.
That's why my wife keeps looking at me all angry. Bueller, what's going on with you, man?
Well, first thing, Matt, thank you so much for having me on. You know what? You hit 1,000 subs, and you found your audience, and you're putting out stuff that people enjoy. And I think that's the key to YouTube, is finding your audience and putting out stuff that people enjoy to watch. And you're doing that, so congratulations. And I looked down the panel of Comic Spectre NYC Discovery Bay, John, Budget Collecting, was it JP, right?
Yeah.
I got that right. I've been on his channel, Metarog. I mean, the birthday present of the year, I got to see Metarog's face. Give me a break. My buddy Sam, you know, I'm very, and I don't say this lightly, and I don't want it to come across as like a parent or a big brother, but I'm very proud of everybody. And I take a lot of pride in our comic community. And I'm very proud of the people who are deciding to make comic book YouTube videos and to broaden, you know, people's experience in the collecting comics. Because I think there's a lot of people out there that collected comics and they're coming back in. Because I know you guys hear this story all the time. I used to collect, I stopped collecting, and now I'm back.
Yeah.
And the big break, you know, and I hear that constantly. And I think it's our duty to put it out there and for it so people can find how much fun this is and then how much more community can get involved. So I'm very proud of everyone. And I have tremendous respect for the people that press record on that camera and do this. So thank you so much, guys, for having me on here. As far as my channel, my regular stuff is coming out, a new video series. I actually have like 3 different video series that I'm working on that are going to be new. I'm pretty excited about those. But really, it's not about that. It's about you, my friend. You hit 1,000 subscribers. You earned every single one of them. And all the audience really enjoys everything that we do. And thank you so much for having me, man. This was awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks, Bueller. I appreciate that sentiment and that drop of knowledge right there, man. Well, guys, let's call it a night. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you here on the panel with me. Love you guys a bunch.
I love you.
Right back at it, baby.
Yeah, that's all. I felt
Thank you,
that.
man. Yeah,
Thanks, man.
this was a blast.
It really was a lot of fun, man.
Thank you. And everyone in the chat, you guys, I mean, we had up to 70 something and 37 of you are still here hanging out while we're just talking and having a good time together. And so I really appreciate all you guys watching. Thank you so much for helping me get to 1,000. When Bueller shouted me out last week, and then I got to 1,000 within a couple hours. I literally sat here right where I'm sitting and I like cried for like 5 minutes. Like it was big time to me because I've put a lot of effort into this, and I felt so much appreciation to Bueller, and then so much appreciation to all these guys in the panel. So much appreciation to everybody that watches. I just was grateful for my wife and my kids for supporting me the way they do, and it all just hit me at that moment. I know it's only 1,000, but it's still 1,000. You know,
Yeah,
it's a lot.
It's not only anything.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, dude.
I'm, you know, 300 and something, and it's like,
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, don't. I mean, I just told people where to look, my friend. You're the one that did the work.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I do. I appreciate
well
it.
deserved.
Love it. I'm grateful. So
I'm not crying. You're crying. Seriously. I gotta put my glasses on, dude.
well, guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me in this awesome all-star panel party 1,000 subscriber bash. I'm grateful for everyone being here. I'm so excited that some of you guys won some sweet books, especially Sam. It was so cool to see that hookup. Chris Barrett, it was so cool to see that hookup. So love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out. And we will talk to you later. Mischief managed.